that might be something we touch on.
Yeah, we have to.
Full service.
Wow,
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
with this weather. Yeah,
Exactly.
Excuse us, we're just talking amongst ourselves, okay? Good morning, it is 7:11. Welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou along with Josh Denhart in for Jackie this morning. And ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ron the Car Guy.
I'm in for Ron the Car Guy
He's
today.
in for Ron the Car Guy. He's in for Joe the Car Guy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the other car guy.
But we are just talking about something that Westside Auto Pros had a chance to do to my car last week because we were on the verge of having something disastrous happen. And this is not something that no, we neglected. It wasn't something that we pushed off, and just said, oh, we'll do it later. This is just normal maintenance on a vehicle. And this is the time of year when it raises its ugly head. And we're talking about not having your car start. So we had a little conversation last time you were here, and I said, oh, my car is starting to sound a little sluggish. It starts up every time, but just not as snappy as it was. And so your instant diagnosis was?
Let's test the battery.
Because it's been 3 years.
3 years. Yeah. And that's something important. The average life of a battery in Des Moines, Iowa. I mean, we track this because we replace a lot of batteries. We run a lot of mobile service calls for batteries. The average life of a battery in Des Moines, Iowa is 4 years and 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So once you hit 3 years,
you're in the danger zone.
You better start testing it.
And mine's coming up on 4 years.
Exactly.
Is what we talked about.
Yep.
So we took the vehicle over, and actually Joe, we're just talking about Joe. Joe came out, and he tested it, and he put the little machine on there, and it took him no more, I should say, than 10 seconds to go, whoop, that's history. That's toast. And I go, what do you mean it's toast? You can't just boost it up a little bit, charge it? He goes, it's supposed to be 750 cold cranking amps, and you're down to, I think he said it was like 420. And he says, this is about ready to go.
Which 420 in Dallas, Texas today would probably swing your car over, but it's -1 outside.
Right.
And
so that didn't work. And you guys made a pit stop, and it was a special battery. And here's something else that was kind of cool. It was a special type of battery that was required for this vehicle.
Because it's a diesel.
Diesel Cruise is what it is. And not only he said, hey, no, we don't have it on the shelf, but we'll have it here in 15 minutes. And I went to the lobby area. 10 minutes later, here's the battery walking in through the front door going, hey, I got a battery for somebody. And I mean, you guys are that quick and on top of it.
Well, you got things to do. I mean, let's just take care of it and get you out the door.
How far away is your warehouse that you get these things from?
It's probably about 250 to 300 feet.
It's across the street. Okay. All right. That would explain it. Okay. Because I was impressed. I was still impressed. Yeah.
You've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah. We've been doing it for 20 years. Yeah. And we're talking about batteries. I mean, one of the big things that we do is the mobile jump start and battery service. I mean, we do it for AAA, but we'll do it for anyone. Mm-hmm. And that's something, we've been doing that for almost 14 years now. And that's something that people don't always know that we probably should talk about a little bit is not only can we come out and jumpstart your car, but if your battery's failed, we can come out and solve your problem.
You just told a story about that break.
Yeah. I had a guy called me on my cell phone last night about 9 o'clock, and he wanted to schedule an appointment to have us come jumpstart his car this morning at 7 because he knew it wasn't going to start. He already had jump-started once yesterday. And I said, well, it sounds like you need a battery. I said, why don't we just come out tonight? We'll test it. If the battery's failed, we'll just replace it.
On the spot.
On the spot.
That's fantastic.
At 9:30 at night. And we're done. He doesn't have to mess with it today. And he loved the idea. And we went out and we did that last night, and his problem's solved, and he doesn't have to worry about it.
Perfect.
So, all of our battery service trucks, our mobile vans and stuff, I mean, they've all got 30 to 35 batteries in them.
They're fully equipped.
Exactly. We've got all the test equipment in there. So if you do have a battery problem, there's no need to get it jump-started. Hope it doesn't stall. Drive it over to the shop. Drive it over to the store. Whatever the situation. We'll just replace it there in your driveway and you're done.
Just get it fixed.
Exactly. You can move on with your day.
Well, I'll tell you what. You are a car guy. I am not a car guy. I had no idea that somebody could do this. That is a service that I would partake in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the perception is that it's going to cost a lot more to have that done.
Right.
It's about the same price as having the battery replaced at the big box store. And we do it right there in your driveway. We're done.
You can't beat that.
No.
That's a
No
good
way, no.
neighbor. That's a good neighbor right there.
Now, speaking of doing things, unlike anyone else, and being able to take care of you in a top shelf way, you have a program that you've been doing for quite some time now that you've been very proud of, and rightfully so, that is enacted right now. That you want to tell everybody about. Now, we have a commercial that you might have seen right here on CW Iowa Live, and let's just roll that commercial to give you an idea of what we're talking about.
I like to have fun with my commercials, but this time I need to be really serious. Please, don't drink and drive. And I want to make sure you don't. This Christmas through New Year's Eve, Westside Auto Pros have teamed up to provide you with Tow to Go. Give us a call and we will come get you and your car and take you both anywhere within a 10-mile area free. Call 855-2TOW-TO-GO to get you and your car home safe.
Either they can pick you up or we will.
I love that last couple seconds.
Put a little punch behind it, right?
Well, whose car do you want to ride
That's
in?
right.
My truck or the back seat?
That's a very valid point.
But
Now,
yeah, we've been doing this all year. I mean, it kicked off with Super Bowl last year, and we picked Super Bowl, St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, all the holidays and stuff. And this is kind of the last hurrah for the year of doing this.
Right.
I think we'll probably do it again next year.
but is this the busiest one, do you think?
Well, New Year's Eve will certainly be the busiest.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And we'll, we might have added insult to injury here because we're offering the Tow to Go program for people that feel they can't safely drive home. And it's supposed to be 7 degrees below zero on New Year's Eve. So we're going to have some broken down cars. So we're going to get the whole crew lined up.
You're going to be staffed up?
Yeah.
fully?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We know. But yeah, it's really pretty simple. You don't have to be a AAA member or a motor club member. I mean, you can just be anyone. And if you feel for any reason that you shouldn't be behind the wheel of your car, or your friends feel that way, you call that special number. That's shown on the screen there, the 855-2TOW-TO-GO, and we'll arrive, we'll load you and your car up in our truck, and we'll take you home and unload it in your driveway, and we'll take you up to 10 miles. If it's over 10 miles, there'll be a little bit of a mileage charge.
Okay, which is fair.
Yeah, and there's no charge, it's free.
And no judgment.
No judgment. We don't call and report anyone. And the cool part is the next morning when you wake up, your car is there with you.
Absolutely.
That seems to be one of the biggest sticking points for a lot of people saying, oh, I don't want to drive, but I don't want to leave my car.
I don't
That's
want to
exactly
leave my car
right.
here. How am I going to get my car in the morning? I may have to pay a cab to take me or something like that. The whole works gets home and you're done.
That is fantastic. I've never heard of such a thing. What a service with that.
Well,
so
thank
you have
you.
people have taken you up on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I would just imagine, Lou, that it would be kind of funny to see somebody saying, hey, man, you know what I mean? I mean, there's a little bit of a joke to see those kind of inebriated people. They're always fun to be around.
I personally haven't been out there picking people up, but I mean, everybody's been real cool.
You want to know,
Absolutely.
You know what it says? It says that whoever the person is that calls you and utilizes your
That's
service,
right.
they're responsible.
Oh,
for it.
absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's
not
fantastic.
enough people use it. We know that. But
You want to be busy. You want to be
absolutely.
slammed.
And this is just one more. We're not trying to take business away from Uber or the cabs or anything like that. It's just one more tool in your toolbox
To keep people safe.
Yeah, and
It's actually better than Uber because your car is actually at your own house when you wake up.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. But Ron, you did it again, man.
Well
this is
done.
amazing. You know, after all these years that we've worked with you, you've never ceased to amaze us, and you did it one more time. Again, this entire year, you've been awesome.
Thank you.
We wish you the very, very best,
Thank you.
buddy.
Thank you.
you so much. And Happy New Year, Ron. Let's be the first ones to wish you a Happy New Year. It is 7.